what's up, Ryan?
The sky. Hey everyone, welcome to Looney Duels.
I feel like I need to let everyone know that was our second attempt at starting the show.
You know, I think it's a good one. I think I nailed it, as Ben Schwartz would say.
Yeah, you really did nail it.
I really doied it.
You really doied it. Hey everybody, welcome to Looney Dunes.
Dunes?
It's Dunes now.
Okay.
Welcome to Looney Dunes, where we talk about the backgrounds in Looney Tunes shorts. There's a lot of hills.
Oh, they love hills and deserts.
Oh my god, they love a desert. I don't think we've watched a lot. We've watched a lot of forests.
Yeah, but hold on.
Spectaculars, I think.
Don't get me started on Grandma's house as a location.
Oh god. So much to look at, so much to feel. This is a show where we power scale Looney Tunes characters and talk about their incredible fighting abilities, to see who is the most badass Looney Tunes. Right now, we in this episode we are going to be introducing two new characters to the
unfortunately, we are actually introducing two. I'm going to say unfortunately here.
Yeah, well, let's not ruin the surprise. All right. So let's just get right in, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right, what's the first short we watch?
The first short we watched is Unruly Hare from 1945. This is a short where dear Elmer Fudd, pathetic and meek as ever, working on the railroad all the dong day, and then he has the misfortune of coming across Bugs Bunny, and, well, you can guess where things go from there.
This is it's a pretty standard one. Railroad worker, Elmer Fudd. He's got just a gorgeous singing voice, I think. I think we should give him some points for that. He's very lustful.
Yeah, okay, so he's looking through a telescope at some point, and Bugs Bunny brings out his porn magazine, and he puts it up against the telescope, and Elmer Fudd just loses it. He's clapping, he's howling, he's drooling. He is just going nutso over these women.
You would think that he's never seen a naked woman before, and you know what? Maybe he hasn't.
Lou, I'm gonna level with you. I don't think he has.
Really?
Yeah,
huh.
I'm gonna be perfectly, truly honest with you. I don't think Elmer J. Fudd has ever seen the breast of a woman in his entire life.
Do you think we can put virgin under superpowers for Elmer Fudd?
Yeah, write that down.
I feel like, I'm gonna everybody write that down. I feel like him being pure and untouched, kind of lends to him some strengths. I mean, there's some weaknesses that come from him, of course, as we see he's easily fooled by a magazine.
Here's the thing worth noting. We've established Elmer is a man of God, so he's clearly saving himself from marriage, but alas, we see him fall from marriage, but he clearly falls to his lust in this short, which is worth noting. Maybe that's why he loses the power of God in future shorts, because he fell to lust.
Oh, you're right. He's starting to commit sins.
Yeah.
It was all in good fun at first, but now he's kind of going against his religion that we established, as a devout Christian man.
It was fine at first because Bugs Bunny, God has deemed him a sinner, so anything Elmer has done towards him is okay. But now that he's just lusting on his own, that's where the problem starts for God.
Bugs has some incredible feats of strength in this one. At one point, he grabs the end of Elmer's double-barreled shotgun and bends the barrels back towards Elmer. And I had to comment on that because when it happened, I was kind of surprised. I don't know why.
Yeah, so Bugs Bunny can, in fact, just move metal and turn guns whenever he wants. Keep that in mind. Also, speaking of guns and Bugs Bunny, he does get shot in this short, and nothing happens to him.
Well, here's the thing: is he turns his back to Elmer, and he's like, "Yeah, you wouldn't shoot a guy in the back. That would make you like a rat, like a dirty rat." And Elmer hesitates for a moment, and then just does it. Big cloud of smoke comes up, and then Bugs Bunny is standing behind him, like, "Yeah, well, okay, cool. So you are a rat." So two things that can be interpreted from this one: either Bugs is completely immune to bullets, or he was so lightning quick fast that even if the gun was pressed directly behind him, he was able to dodge the bullet from that short of a distance.
So either Bugs Bunny has the speed of Sonic the Hedgehog, or he's immune to bullets. So either way, he's coming out of this pretty good.
Yeah, this is the list for Bugs Bunny powers and, and strengths just keeps getting longer. I feel like every time I roll it out, I'm just like, all right, what number 123, immune to bullets. Also, he has a tornado move in this one, like the Tasmanian devil tornado move. So, you know, what can't he do?
What can't this Bugs Bunny do? Oh, I was gonna say, so at the end of the short, seems like Elmer might finally get the upper hand when he causes Bugs Bunny big explosion to happen. But then Bugs Bunny just goes away on the train and he goes, "Wait a minute, Doc. I shouldn't be traveling." And then he just walks along the railroad and it ends. So I think this counts as the Bugs win. He technically was on top at the end.
I guess this one's, I think, a little more up for interpretation just because Elmer's job there was to get the railroad, like, on track, right? Like, to get it built. He gets out his little instruments and he's scouting the area and stuff, and by the end of the short the railroad gets built, maybe not through direct means from Elmer, but the job gets done and Bugs Bunny goes away. I don't know if it's like a complete lose for Elmer.
I kind of forgot the short was even about building the railroad in the first place.
Yeah, he's working on the railroad.
He starts building the railroad in the start, and in the middle of it is just Bugs doing his usual thing.
Yeah, so I think that it's either going to be just a Bugs win or kind of even a neutral a little bit.
I might lean towards Bugs win, personally, I'm going to be honest.
All right. I mean, Bugs does get the last word, and that's usually a good indication.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if Elmer was like, well, at least I'm done with that wabbit, and he goes back to singing his railroad song, I might have considered it an Elmer win, straight up.
Yeah, but that little fool doesn't do that, so...
No, he's defeated mentally, emotionally. Maybe he was not beaten to a pulp, and maybe he didn't have his goals completely ruined, but he's not coming back from this one.
No. Next up on our shorts list is a short where we're about to learn a lot about our dear friend Elmer Fudd and his brand new power he's unlocked. So Elmer Fudd, skill tree, he got some more points on the skill tree, and he's taking the scientist route in the new short Hare Remover.
Yes. In this one, we got Scientist AU, Mad Scientist AU for Elmer Fudd. It's gorgeous. He's got this lab with all these tubes and liquids, and he tries to like drown a dog.
Yeah, he tries to torture a Looney Tunes dog character.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say, Elmer, you're a little fucked up for this one. That was a little fucked up. It's like really. It's kind of hard to watch. He like pins the dog down and starts shoving this liquid down its throat, and it's like flailing, and he does it to Bugs later too, and it's just not, it's horrible to watch.
I think we should explain the potion Elmer is trying to make is like an evil potion. You like makes a devil facing, "I'm going to make my evil wicked potion."
Yeah, the potion is supposed to turn whoever drinks it into like a monster. That's what the potion's for. I don't know why he wants to make one. Maybe he's just, he's just tired. He's tired of being nice. He just wants to make an evil stew. But he gets Bugs as a test rabbit, and it's funny how he does it. He does the whole carried in a box, held up by a stick, and Bugs kind of, he immediately sees through it, and he's just like, I can go along with a gag, and he gets in the box.
Bugs Bunny's one weakness is he has to go along with the gag.
Yeah, if it's funny, he'll probably do it. So you could probably get him to do a lot of things with that logic. But there's a mix-up in that the potion doesn't really do anything, but due to circumstances of people leaving and exiting the room, Elmer Fudd mistakes a bear for a transformed Bugs Bunny, and he's delighted by that.
Now, I also wrote in my notes here real quick. We need to not write this down. This is important because I think this actually goes along with Elmer Fudd losing his faith with the lust last time. Elmer Fudd loves evil and Satan now.
Yeah, I think this is his turning point, where from before, he felt a sense of obligation to kill Bugs Bunny and just like the sport of it all, and now he is feeling the murderous rage and evil tendencies, and he's doing witchcraft.
Yeah, so... But Elmer Fudd is a Satanist now. He's evil and loves Satan, and he hates God because he didn't win in the short, and he lusts. So that's worth keeping in mind.
Yeah, all the sins that Elmer Fudd have committed have led us to here right now in Hare Remover.
Yeah, this is the culmination of all of Elmer Fudd's sins.
There's also, this is like unrelated to pretty much everything we talk about usually, but there's a moment in this short where Elmer Fudd refers to Bugs Bunny like by name. He says like, "Oh, Bugs Bunny, oh, Bugs," and I was like, it kind of threw me off because I don't know if he ever really calls him his name like ever.
Yeah, he usually calls him like Squee Wabbit or something. He usually just says something along the lines of Wabbit.
Yeah, so I kind of like did a double take there. I was like, whoa, he knows his name.
But see, that just goes with the continuity, you know? Like, he's learning his name, he's turning to Satan, he's doing all that.
Do you think Satan told him Bugs Bunny's name? Like he didn't know Bugs Bunny's name, and then he did a seance with the devil, and
yeah, he's like, "Oh, Bugs, I know him."
Yeah, that's my pal. We do poker every Friday.
Oh, that's great! What a great guy.
Well, I think other than like his newfound love for science, Elmer's same old falls for pretty much everything. Ends up eating grass at the end of the short.
No, remember when the Bugs helps him? He says, "Poi dead," and then he plays dead.
Then he plays dead?
And then he starts jumping on it, and the bear goes screwball.
Yeah, that's right. Is that how the short ends?
Yeah, Elmer Fudd plays dead, and then Bugs Bunny just starts jumping on him, and the bear's like, "These guys."
So who's on top here? I mean, Bugs is literally on top of Elmer. He's
literally on top, yes.
But he did help him. I mean, it did get the bear to stop attacking him.
Bugs Bunny is jumping on him, though. That probably hurts.
Yeah, it probably hurts. Well, enough of those guys. Like, I'm tired of those guys. I want to meet somebody brand new. So let's go to the next one already.
Well, I have bad news for you, because Bugs Bunny is the next one, too.
Well, but he's not the only one.
All right. Next up is Hare Hare. And if you've seen Space Jam 2, you're gonna want to see this one. Because if you know Gossamer, check it out. He's actually from this one. What?
Whoa. Is this Gossamer's first appearance?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, okay, cool. So Gossamer, if you are not well versed in the Looney Tunes verse, is a big red monster. He wears tennis shoes.
Yeah.
That's about it about him. I feel like one of the more up to interpretation Looney Tunes characters. They made him a child in the Looney Tunes show.
He's a character. Gossamer is a fascinating Looney Tune to me because he appears way more than you think a character like this would. He's in so much Looney Tunes media. He's in like the classic shorts. He's in the Looney Tunes show. He's in Space Jam 2. He's in a lot of other things somehow. Gossamer has like no like real defining character trait. But he is in so many things. And I feel like it is because his design is memorable.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I love his design. He's, this big red fuzzy thing, that the shoes are funny. He's got these, like, yellow nails. They look great. He looks great. And I just feel like you could do a lot with him. Like, he's great for a little Halloween scare. He's good to just, like, have around. He fills out the space because he's one of the bigger Looney Tunes. Like, I feel like him and probably Foghorn are like kind of similar in build and size, so they could stand in the back of the group photo.
You're saying they're good crowd fillers.
Yeah, they're great. They're good crowd fillers. So like when you're taking a photo, because you have too many like bugs shaped Looney Tunes, because I feel like a lot of them are about that height. Like I feel like Sylvester's that height, Daffy is, Porky's a little shorter.
Most Looney Tunes are kind of small guys, aren't they?
Yeah, but then you got like big Gossamer out here. He's gonna stand in the back, and everyone else can like either stand or kneel in front of him in the family photo that they all take at the end of every year during their Christmas party that all the Looney Tunes have together.
And they send to Mickey Mouse, and they says "eat ass" on the Christmas card. And then
send it to
Mickey goes, Bugs.
Mickey loves it. He puts it on his mantle. Yeah. But yes, we have a Bugs versus Gossamer. Bugs is lured in by a sexy girl robot rabbit.
Mm-hmm. I want to talk about Bugs' walk in this short real quick also.
Throughout
this entire short, he's always leaned forward with his like hands behind his back, and he does that walk like the entire short.
I wonder if it was a director choice, because it's definitely it's prevalent throughout the whole short. He's got a very specific walk cycle that Bugs has never been like known for, and he definitely is just doing it the whole time.
Yeah. This is a short where we see a rare weakness of Bugs. Bugs is usually the one performing the lust, but in this short, he becomes lusted.
Yeah, this is a kind of horny episode of Looney Duels, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of sex and porn and Elmer Fudd.
Yeah. Elmer Fudd sex icon.
Don't call him that ever again. I cancel the show if you call him that ever again.
Come on. You don't think Elmer Fudd could get
If you can find me, people in the comments, are you Lou? If you could find me someone who wifes Elmer Fudd and just thinks he's a stud, I'll do something. I'll eat a hat, like, and record it.
Okay, you know what? I'll take you up on that. I'm gonna find something. Tune in 2 weeks when I find some weirdo on DeviantArt who really, really likes Elmer Fudd. Anyway, back to Gossamer.
Yeah.
I think that Gossamer's strengths are that he's physically very strong, and he's also, I think, very quiet. Like, he could sneak up on you pretty easily, even though he's very big. And
yeah, he does.
It's kind of scary.
He doesn't stomp really. He kind of just walks.
Yeah, kind of, when he walks, you don't really hear him, and then you look behind you, and there's a big red furry thing, and he's kind of huge. Now I know I just said that, but there is a shot in this short where he's hiding in a suit of armor, and he's like pressed into it, and his like fur is like sticking out everywhere, and it made me wonder. I wonder if Gossamer is more fur than body. Because he fits into this human suit of armor.
I think that might be true. Because not to bring Space Jam 2 up again, but in Space Jam 2, there's a part where both Porky Pig and Bugs Bunny rip his fur off to play like Yosemite Sam and cheerleader, and he's like kind of a twig under all that hair.
Okay, so maybe he isn't very strong. Maybe he's just tall.
I think he's all bark, no bite is what we're looking for here.
Okay, so Gossamer will like do a roar and like raise his arms and chase after you, but like he might not actually be able to take you down.
Yeah,
if he really wanted to. He certainly can't take down Bugs Bunny, but who can really?
Cecil Turtle, no one else.
Cecil Turtle. No, we have yet to see Cecil Turtle lose. So
don't worry. When we get to the Looney Tunes show in 2024.
Yeah. What's that one?
He loses in that.
I feel like that had to have been somebody on the writing staff. They were like always really annoyed with Cecil Turtle, and they hated him, and they always were mad that Bugs Bunny like lost to Cecil Turtle. So they wrote an episode about him where he like at the end gets his like comeuppance and like justice is served and stuff.
They wrote their evil Cecil AU where he has a gun and wants to kill Bugs Bunny and Porky.
That's right. He does like insurance fraud or something, right?
Yeah.
God, what a guy.
We need to mention one of Bugs' new exciting powers in this short also. Bugs has like reached godhood in powers. He can summon the audience.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what he does at the end. I think first he asks for a doctor. Is this in the same short?
Yeah, he like asks for a doctor and someone stands up and the answer goes, "I'm a doctor."
Yeah. And then he later, to defeat Gossamer, the thing that gets him is that he's like, oh, look at there's people here, look at the audience, and then Gossamer like looks out into the fourth wall and like screams because I guess he's scared of people.
He's a little fraidy cat. He's got stage fraidy cat. Hello, cat.
Sorry.
That's funny. Yeah, so we can now add can peek into other universes to Bugs Bunny's powers. Worth keeping note of that. Bugs Bunny can see you.
Oh God, yes he can. When you're watching an episode of Looney Tunes, it doesn't matter what hour of the day, how many times you've already seen that episode, he can see you just as well as you can see
him. If you're like watching Looney Tunes and you drop a French fry on the ground and eat it anyway, he sees that. If you're watching Looney Tunes with like just your underwear on, he sees that. If he sees anything embarrassing you're doing while you're watching Looney Tunes, and he will remember it. And one day you're gonna be watching Duck Season, and he's like, "Hold on, Doc. Before we continue this bit, hey you, I saw you eat that off the floor earlier."
Every copy of Duck Season is personalized.
Yeah, that happens now. Daffy is bewildered as he says, like, "Oh, what are you talking about?
He's like, who are you talking to?" But yeah, Gossamer, its first appearance, not a great start for Gossamer, but he's just getting into his into his groove, right? Like, this is just him feeling it out a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, hopefully... Gossamer doesn't actually appear a ton of these classic shorts. I think he appears just barely enough to, like, warrant being in this, but, I don't think he's gonna get his redemption arc.
Come on. It's not that bad, right?
Ooh. Right? Well, let me clarify before I finish this bit. Bugs Bunny won this one. But it's not so bad for him, but it is bad for me as we get into our next and final short. Folks, if you're a fan of Tweety Bird, just turn off the video now. Just continue living in bliss.
See us next time.
Yeah,
we'll see. Yeah, it'll be okay.
I can't promise everything I have to say is nice or PG. I'll give you like 3 seconds. 3.
All right, I'll open up the door. Let everybody out of the room.
Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1. All right. Our next and final short is Tweetie Pie, starring our dear friend Sylvester and the horrendous, awful freak that is Tweety Bird, making their first debut in Looney Duels. And I think this is also Sylvester's first appearance in general. He does not speak in this one.
No, he doesn't.
But yeah, so Tweety Bird, awful character, worst character in all the Looney Tunes. Like Pepe, let's get this clear. Pepe Le Pew is probably like morally worse than all that. There's morally worse Looney Tunes, but in terms of the ones that matter and like still up here to this day, Tweety Bird's the worst. He sucks. He's not funny. He's ugly. He's a freak.
Okay. Well,
Sylvester is funnier in all the Foghorn shorts than he is the Tweety Bird shirts. I'm just gonna say it. But yeah, what did you think? Yeah, you go. You go. Yeah, I'm obviously blinded by rage. You go.
Okay, so I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna sit you down on the couch. I'm gonna sit across from you. I'm gonna get my notebook out and my pen. When did Tweety Bird hurt you? What did he do to you?
Lou, look at Tweety Bird.
You're right. So Tweety Bird this is not his debut short, but I guess this would be maybe his first or one of his first with a cat character, Sylvester, who keeps getting called Thomas. Also, yeah. I don't know if that's like the name that his person gave him. Thomas, I guess. Thomas the cat. Poor Tweety is homeless. You see, he's homeless. He doesn't have a place to be.
Oh, I'm so cold. Also, I just checked. His middle name is James, so it's not even his middle name. I don't know where Thomas came from.
Yeah, Tweety is homeless. Sylvester's owner is like, oh, you poor thing, let me put you in a little cage with a swing. And Sylvester's trying to eat him. And every time the lady catches him, she smacks him with a broom, and it plays the same animation like 5 times.
Yeah, they repeat the same broom smacking animation.
Tweety Bird is kind of a sadistic freak in this one, but the thing about Tweety shorts is that I'm gonna be honest, they're not very good. They're not really funny. You don't feel anything but bad for Sylvester.
This short made me so mad. He keeps getting so close to eating that bird, and every time he does something, I'm so angry. I wanted him to chomp that. Every time I watch one of these, like, oh, he's gonna get him this time, and he never does. He never does. It makes me upset. It makes me angry. I hate Tweety Bird.
I think the only thing I can say for Sylvester's sake, in terms of what this taught me about him and his strengths and weaknesses, is that he might be worse than Porky Pig.
Now hold on. I'm gonna defend Sylvester. He's resourceful, I think.
Okay, he uses what's around him, his environment.
He knows how to work with what he has, even if he fails. But he tries. He knows how to work with his environment.
Yeah, there really isn't much to say about the quote plot of this short, because it's just Sylvester tries many ways to eat the bird, and the bird just doesn't let him. He doesn't let him be eaten. Now,
next to Sylvester being resourceful, under Tweety Bird, right, psychotic. He is cruel. He has pyrotechnics. He screams and yells for Granny to come hit Sylvester. He causes so many problems for our dear cat. I mean, awful.
Yeah, I think that Tweety Bird, his little act that he has, where he's like, "Ooh, I'm a babe," it reminds me a lot of my friend Stuart Little. You know about Stuart Little, right?
I know about that freak, yeah.
Yeah, you know how Stuart Little is like a little boy, but honestly, I think he's a con man. He's an adult mouse pretending to be a little boy so he could be in a family. I think Tweety Bird is a grown-ass bird, acting like a baby bird,
Uh-huh.
so that he can get whatever he wants.
He's like the Roger Rabbit baby.
Yeah, it's like the Roger Rabbit baby when they yell "cut" during the Sylvester
And
Tweety
Tweety
short.
goes, "Oh, I'm so glad to be fucking done with this short. I hate that cat." And puts the big cigar in his mouth.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we're gonna be seeing Tweety a lot more, which will make Ryan very angry.
I'm gonna look. I let it all out here. I promise in the future I'll calm down, Tweety. I'll calm down. I just need to let it out here. I promise. This will be the last of it. I'm not promising that actually.
So far, I'm gonna slap a big label over Tweety that says what is it gonna say? Let me think about a funny joke. I lost it.
Keep that in.
I'm gonna keep it in.
Yeah, Tweety won the short. Also, it's whatever he won. I don't care. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah,
he cheated.
Tweety Bird's first appearance here, and it's Tweety Bird's first win. Yay!
Now let's turn to the YouTube comments. We got some good ones this time.
Ooh.
From Angular. How would Rain Dog fare against some of the Looney Tunes cast? Also, obligatory #RainDog sweep.
Wow. So Rain Dog is a character from Multiverses, the original character. He's the dog reindeer.
The big heckin' chunker, yeah.
So we were talking about how we didn't get into Multiverses last time, but actually we did get into Multiverses
Yeah, so it was,
eventually.
yeah, I did play it. Here's the thing. Rain Dog isn't very good as a character. I'm gonna break the bit here first. Like design-wise, he's fine, but like as a character in the game, I don't think he's very good. I think every Looney Tunes except like Porky Pig and Elmer would kill him.
No, I think Porky could kill him.
You think Porky could? You think he only can stack up against Elmer?
I think Elmer's the only one who would fail against
he
Rain Dog.
He would shoot Rain Dog, and then he'd be like, "Oh no, Rain Dog!" Wee.
Yeah, exactly. He would immediately feel remorse, and then Rain Dog would stomp on him with his big paw.
Yeah. Here's a question from the Mutant Space Dancer. I think Elmer's Christianity will greatly affect his standing to the power charts. We have established he has God on his side. Can't even for the short where he survives the rapture. Well, the Mutant Space Dancer, I got bad news for you if you watch this episode.
Yeah.
I think Elmer's lost all God in his life, and he is now a sinner.
Well, you can always repent. You can always pray for forgiveness, and maybe he will pray to God for forgiveness, and he'll come back to us. Our good Christian boy, Elmer
That
Fudd.
is fair. I mean, and who knows? Maybe in Duck Season, Wappet Season, after Bugs Bunny talks to us, the viewer, he goes, "Sorry, Bugs. I'm back on the side of God."
Yeah, exactly.
He says it just like how the Iron Giant said he didn't want to fight Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, when Iron Giant said, "I don't want to fight Bug Bunny."
I love when he said that. I
loved when Iron Giant said that in the movie Iron Giant.
We have two questions, and they're both two more. I'm trying to pick because they're both about multiverses. Our dogs, our Elmer Fudd. Let's do this one. One more multiverses question because it's on the mind, I guess. When Looney Tunes dog character gets into multiverses, what do you think their moveset will be? And that's from Flurp.
I think that Looney Tunes dog will play a lot like Olimar from Smash Brothers, where it's like one big Looney Tunes dog, like maybe Larimore or whatever, will show up, and he's the main one, and he's surrounded by a pack of dogs, and he'll just send them out like a cloud to kill you.
Okay, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I can imagine the big brown dog with their twig hands. That's the ones that's standing on twos.
Yeah, exactly.
And all the Pikmin dogs sit on fours.
Yes, exactly. So he's got the height there, and you can send one or two out, and they each have a different kind of effect that they can, do. And he's got, I don't know, maybe we can give him a gun.
Yeah,
can we give the Looney Tunes dog a gun?
He have a gun. It is unfortunate though, because the Iron Giant is famous for saying, "I don't want to fight Looney Tunes dog."
Damn it, you're right, and they can't contradict that.
Yeah.
That would just be too much. They already contradicted it with Bugs Bunny. They can't do it again.
Yeah, they're already on thin ice.
They're gonna get shat on.
They're already on thin
get their
ice.
game canceled. Whew. We met some new guys today, huh?
We met a lot of new guys and lustful versions of characters we once knew.
I want the old Elmer back.
I want the sexless Elmer back.
Well, I guess until next time, that's all, folks.
I believe.